Like how best to market that skill?
So if you have past professional experience, it's always pointing to the value you've delivered. It's not about I did X, Y, Z. It's I was able to impact the company in this way. That's always a great way to start. If you don't have necessarily professional experiences, you can talk about projects you've done in your analytics courses, and how you've been able to interface with small groups, how you have strong interpersonal skills, that you can wrap that in those technical skills, as well as communication. If you have those things, you'll always get in the door, at least for the interview, because finding people that are technically inclined but can communicate and do analysis, that's a hard thing to find.
Thank you.
So I think there's quite a few of us here with a kind of lopsided experience, work experience. Most of us have a background deeply rooted in databases and querying, but we're all in the graduate program just learning about machine learning, and you feel like an entry-level candidate at that point. How much do you think, how relevant are how relevant is our experience in databases and working with SQL? Is that still relevant in this day and age, and how would you rate the two?
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely relevant. It just depends on the role you're going for. Different roles are going to be really putting a premium on different skill sets.
Software engineers, for example. So software engineers in our organization, for example, we would need very strong database skills, as well as application development. So you need kind of a combination of both. So the database side is still very relevant, whether it's Oracle or SQL, or SQL is probably the most popular, but at least for us. But regardless, the database side is still very, very relevant today.
Absolutely, because when you think about it, you're going to be working in small teams that are trying to accomplish some goal. Different people have different skill sets that are complementary, and so sometimes I'm directly looking for someone that can write SQL for me and query databases and do that segmentation. Sometimes I'm looking for people that are going to implement on the front end. It really just depends on the role. So you always put your best foot forward, show the skills that you do have, and if there's other skills that you're lighter on but you're learning, just demonstrate what you're doing to increase those skills, and that always puts you in a good position.
Hi, you mentioned using machine learning to help with the marketing analytics. But in addition to that, for the core business where you match up candidates, I was wondering, are you also using machine learning to find the best matches for your clients?
Yeah, so we have a number of initiatives internally that we are using machine learning to match up clients and candidates' opportunities. That's not a role that my team directly interfaces with, but we are absolutely doing those sorts of things.
So first of all, I would like to thank you for guiding us all. My question is if you are hiring a data scientist, you will prefer a guy with mathematics and statistics background or with the coding background?
So it really depends. So when I think about data science, it really sits in between those two teams. They're highly technical, but they have a lot of really strong analytical abilities as well. Oftentimes, it's less about drawing conclusions and telling the business, well, this is the insight. It's more about drawing those correlations and helping our technical team to make better solutions. But we absolutely, it's a mix of those two. You need to have a lot of those big data skills and development skills, but you also have to be able to use your statistical abilities. So it's the reason why people get paid really well for good data science jobs is you need to be able to do it all.
So I have two questions. One is, how do you support to sustain the hire candidates? And then second is, what happens to those candidates who don't get hired?
So we have a number of different partnerships with major job boards and other ways to bring candidates in, as well as our website. We work across the industry, and we have 10,000-12,000 recruiters that are pounding the pavement. They're working the phones. They're looking for quality candidates all the time. That's their job 24/7. If there isn't a good fit, they still would be in our system. We're always looking to match them to the right opportunity. It's a supply and demand thing though in different markets. So what happens exactly if the first opportunity doesn't work? That's not an area that I'm working on as much, but they'll always be in there, and if there's a good fit for them, we'll look to them. Go ahead.
So thank you, Regan, for sharing the information about some positions in the company, specific skill that we are looking for. I would like to learn more about the culture of the company as well. I think that's one of another important factor that can be considered when applying for a job for a company. Could you sharing for having been working there for about 5 years, what made you like most when working with overtime? And your how the culture in the company is like.
Yeah, I think we can tag team this one probably. But I'll say from my perspective, some of the things that are most important to me is, one, there's a really strong work-life balance. It's not a place that's pushing you to work 80 hours a week or grinding you down, at least in the corporate side. I feel it might be a little different. It's a sink or swim sort of lifestyle. But in terms of corporate, there's good work-life balance. There's also this idea of ethics first. Like, we are a really ethical company. We want what's right for our employees. We want what's right for our candidates and clients. And to me, that's really an important thing.
I think very similar to what you said. Definitely in the field, it's a different culture than probably our corporate culture. So in the field, it really is kind of it's a sales environment, right? And so it's a little bit more taxing in the sense that, you really do have to hit your numbers and different aspects of that. Versus at corporate, I would say it's more, it's very collaborative. The work-life balance is definitely there. I think on the field side, when you're, on the sales side, you definitely have an opportunity to make a lot of money. I mean, that's why people do it. Other than, really being able to change people's lives. So you do have that side of it too, and then you really have to like the sales side of it to be involved in, with one of our lines of businesses. Whereas the corporate side is a little bit more, it's more supporting, right? So it's a little bit more work-life balance, as you mentioned, and definitely a very collaborative environment.
And I think it's also illustrated by the fact that we have really long tenure. When you look at the people that work in the company, every day I'm working with people that have 15, 20 plus years at Robert Half because they really like it there.
So you mentioned the supply and demand. Do you notice any trends of how positions supply and demand change, over time?
So I would love to give you an articulated answer to that, but that's not something that I'm focused on right now. So there's a bunch of good websites that look at those sorts of things. Off the top of my head, I can't really pull any out, but if you give me your information, I can send you some resources.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for coming and sharing your experiences with us. So I would like to ask, you told us that if employees doesn't know, if you're hiring a candidate and if they don't have all the skills, necessary skills for the job, you will train them for those. So how does the training time frame of the training looks like?
So for my team, like I said before, we don't have this really articulated training path for coaching people up. It's more of I'm committed to making sure people are developing their skills and progressing their career. Different parts of our organization have much more structured training programs, particularly in the field. That's our sales folks. They have a rigorous program that they're going through to learn how to sell this product and this service. Different teams just have that. My team, it's a little more organic. It's, all right, I know that you have these sorts of skills. I know you're wanting to work on these. Let's work together on how you can get some experiences, learning by doing, how we can get you into some conferences, or how you can do some self-service learning through our learning portals. Do you have any other thing on training, really?
Not necessarily outside of the portals, but again, like with some of the entry-level opportunities within IT that I talked about, if you can really, get your foot into the door with that. And like I said, a lot of those opportunities you don't have to you have an idea of what it is you want to do, and you get your foot in that door, then you're taking classes and you're doing different things to own those skills and be able to move up the next level up. So for example, security engineer level 1, right? If you're taking security classes and you get your job as a security engineer level 1, then you're going to continue to own those skills until you can be a security level 2 and 3 and so forth.
And we also have some more kind of soft skill development, and we do have a number of management training programs. So I was in one of them, it's called RISE, and then next there's the LEADS program, and these are really about how do you develop your management skills. And so we do have these programs at the corporate level, but in terms of that technical side, it's a team-by-team thing. Go ahead.
What are the some prominent benefits of working via Robert Half?
So the benefits of working with Robert Half?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's been really good career growth. My role is really autonomous. I get to set my own agenda. But that's not every situation, you know. And I came into a role where when I first started at Robert Half, a little bit about my journey. I was in hospitality before I got my MBA. Got my MBA at University of San Francisco. Graduated in 2013. During that time, I took a lot of analytics courses, and I thought, wow, it's something I really have an aptitude for. I really like doing this. So I got picked up as a contractor from Robert Half, our TCG organization. They do marketing and creative. They brought me in to do some web analytics work. And at the time, it was me. I was the team. And then, you know, as I continued to develop my career, I was able to kind of champion getting more resources, growing my team. And then at that point,